There's a hooker in the closet, she's gonna be crazy. Ladies and gents, it's Dockdaisy. Ooh.
Hi everyone! Welcome to spring. It's so beautiful here in Toronto, finally. Today, we are going to speed through the letter H drawings because I have a whole lot of questions from you guys that I need to answer. And I know that your attention spans are a little bit short. We have a hot dog, good drawing, a helicopter, and we have a hula woman, very cool. And a picture of me with those big hands. I'm so glad one of you actually decided to draw that. And finally, it's an alien lady playing a fan of spaghetti. If I had more time, I would try and figure it out, but I don't. So, thank you. I thought I would just show you my skirt. Isn't that pretty? It's got like weird 90s slogans on it, and I bought it at a thrift shop. The letter I is super easy to draw. It's literally a line. Line, and then a circle on top. And if you want to have some fun, you can put a little smiley face on it. Let's get to the questions. So the first question is my favorite color. Like a maroony red, kind of like that dark blood color. If I ran for Prime Minister, what would I change? I don't know what a Prime Minister is. So apparently there is no president in Canada. If I was a prime minister, money would just not be a thing. I think that money should be a form of happiness. So you have to be happy, and that's how you exchange things. 2 happinesses for your bag of chips. And everyone exchanges things based on happiness. And then nobody in the world would be sad, because they would have to be happy, because that would be currency. I feel like that's really complicated. Maybe I would just take money from the arts and put it towards war or something stupid. Where do I shop? Oh, I can't say any names. Okay, lots of thrift stores and places that are cheap. I spend my money on shoes, so any shoe store. There. Why did we do that question if I can't answer it? Who's Fran Drescher? I don't know who this Fran is, but if she's taking my voice, then, you know, copyright issues right there. I wondered if this question would come up, and I figured, well, we might as well answer it while we're doing this Q&A. I went into the hooking industry when I was very young. And because I lost my parents, the reason I got into it was because I didn't know what to do when I was left alone at a very young age. I didn't have any guidance. I had a lot of street cats to talk to, and it just kind of became a lifestyle. And the reason I do this blog is so that you can see a different kind of person outside of my job. And, you know, I might not be able to read a book, but I got a lot of opinions and a lot of ideas that I want to share. And that's why I thought doing a video blog would be a good way to extend myself past my profession. Oh, I'm getting deep here. Okay, lighter question, please. Well, I have to say that Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk, rocked my world for like ever since I moved to Toronto. You know, I love it. I also love, you know, a lot of artists that you wouldn't know. Like Ice Tray, Pete Cat, and Mr. Vomit. I'm Maroon 5. Sugar. Yes, please. That is such a weird question. I'll answer it anyway. I think that's funny. I mean, she's blonde. I'm a brunette. She's from an entirely different part of Canada. I'm from the States originally, so I don't see the resemblance, but it's kind of cool that you see it. We do both have our nose pierced, but I think that's like the only resemblance that I see. We're running out of time. I find my makeup is original, so I think originality is always a good idea. The reason I do my makeup like this is because I was a very awkward looking child when I was about 12. I had really short hair and glasses, and I got made fun of a lot. And so I decided that I was going to do myself up so that I looked really pretty all the time. And as I grew older and I started to, play around with makeup, I grew this mole here. And so as I was very embarrassed and insecure about my mole, I put more and more makeup on. I ended up with the blush burns and the eyeshadow. Oh, I think it makes me look unique, and there's Dockdaisy again. No one ever thinks I'm Jane or Sarah. They always know that I'm me, and that's why it's a good idea. Thank you for sending in all your questions via email, via direct message on Instagram, and I appreciate you wanting to get to know me better. It's kind of scary when you put yourself out there on the internet and you don't know what kind of response you're gonna get, because the internet is so vast, and for someone who can't read, it's even bigger. And so the responses that I have been getting are so nice. Have a great weekend, and thank you again, and we'll see you next week.
Ooh.